everybody. I am Madeline Cawkins. I'm a photographer and graphic designer, and I kind of focus my time on memories and environmental awareness and things along that line. Today I'm going to be talking about my project Days of Maple Syrup, which is my current kind of project that I've been kind of working on most of my past year or so. I'll get started by this is by telling you like this is the starting point of where I started. What I did is I took this idea of memory, but like memory loss, that as we get older we lose memories, and I wanted to create images that would showcase this idea of memory loss. And so I took a bunch of images with that I have of around Wisconsin, of places that I've been, and took leaves from these areas and made these dual kind of images with two different photographic processes, cyanotype and Van Dyke Brown. Cyanotype being the blue, Van Dyke Brown being the brown. And this was a good starting off point, but it didn't lead me to where I needed to be in this project. And so that kind of continues on to the next part of this process, where I kind of I wanted to bring in family and more like moments in my personal life that hold a special part in my heart. And so I took a lot of images of my parents, the people who created me, who made me who I am. And I took images of them, like their faces and parts of them to show who they are, but also like these subtle hints of how they've influenced my life. And so these are just a few images of that. And then this kind of leads me into my final iteration of I wanted to kind of hound it into one kind of moment in my life. And that would be something that my family does a lot, which is make maple syrup. This process has been huge in my family, and we have kind of always done it every year, whether that be making maple syrup or going to Maple Fest every year. That was something that was always a part of us and who we are. So these images kind of show that this process that we did this year, which leads me to my install. I took these images, these images, as well as images of my of landscapes, of places that I've been, and I've made this collection of memories of how memories, yes, they are forgotten, but those are the ones that are unimportant. The memories we hold on to, those are our core memories. Those are what make us who we are. So my installation kind of shows this by these upper images being these memories that we have that we've forgotten or we've lost. And then as you fall down the wall, you get to these stronger, more connective memories, these core memories of who makes me, me. Along with these images, I made these replicated images of leaves that I use in the images to make the silhouette of that memory loss, as a way to like showcase this trickling of maple leaves down the wall, like this falling of late leaves. And so I used both processes to do that as well. These are kind of some of the core images that I used near the bottom, the memories that come from making maple syrup, that I think are the strongest in my series. Since I made a lot of them, I really wanted to hound in that these are the memories that are the most important to me, and they make me who I am. And so this is just kind of another kind of large scale shot. With this project, I was also able to take my graphic design and kind of incorporate that into my images as well. And I've created a zine, a little story book that that kind of tells the story of how I make maple syrup, as well as this idea of how things change, things evolve, things adapt, but they're not necessarily a bad thing. But like, what is this kind of this story of my life and how I've kind of gone about going through this? So just something to show within my, this is like my artist statement basically, and this is all available at the BFA show, as well as kind of take one of these zines to kind of read on yourself. So I would like to lastly thank everyone who helped me with this project, especially my parents. They were a huge contributor to this, as well as just to my art career in general. They are incredibly supportive, and I'm very grateful to have them. So thank you everyone for kind of coming and listening to me talk.